Hello, everybody, and welcome to 48-Hour Artcheck, the last one of 2020.
Thank goodness.
And that is correct.
2020 is almost over.
I thought you were about to say the last one of, last Artcheck. I was like, wait. The last Artcheck of 2020. We wanted to hop on and just kind of do, a 2020 recap and just go through the year, because it's been absolutely nuts, and it's been an absolutely crazy year.
Yeah.
With a lot of growth in artwork. So, yeah. What have you gotten done since our last art check?
Probably not as much as I should have, considering it's been a little bit, but let me add myself.
I got you.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm ready. Let me know when you can see it.
Got it.
Okay. So I decided to do 4 more elementals, like the fire and the earth and water and air one. I'm going to do more.
Okay.
So I have electricity, I have shadow. I think these ones are pretty much done. Yeah, I'm going to do more, but I haven't really started them. And then I made this. This is from reference. So it's not straight out of my head or anything, but I wanted to I don't know. I need to get better at doing environments, so I did this. And then I made this moth sticker. I'll probably put it up in the store. Oh, I made this beautiful mermaid.
That is gorgeous.
I love her. She's so cute and pink. And I think that's it. Yeah. But I really love her hair. I love her hair. Look at how beautiful her hair is.
I'm laughing that you're like, that's it. I'm like, okay.
Well, it's been a little bit. I've had plenty of time to do more. I need to have a higher output than what I'm having right now. But
I think it's great. It looks fantastic. You're reminding me of Kerr right now. I was watching part of his art check, and he was like, I could have done so much more. It was either Artcasters or Art Check. I don't remember. He was like, I could have done so much more. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that way just because I'm behind on posts. I don't have enough posts to go back to my schedule from before. I mean, I guess this is enough for I could make this work for 2 weeks, but
yeah, I was gonna say,
but still, yeah, I need to get these out there, but yeah, that's kind of it so far. I mean, I've done a ton of other stuff. I just didn't finish it. And so, yeah, I also have a ton of stuff that is started and I haven't abandoned it and I'm working on it. But that's stuff that I've finished. So, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I'm going to start off with the stuff on my iPad, and then I'm going to go to my computer. So let's see if I can do this. Cool. So I did a commission. So that was a commission that I did. And then I kind of wanted to mess around with illustration and not do this whole faceless thing. So I made a Spider-Man.
Spidey! So cute.
So thanks.
The action pose. Those are so hard.
Yeah, I followed a little tutorial thingy, the little draw it this way. And then I didn't get it perfectly right. So I mean, I'm not selling it or anything. So I kind of finished it by tracing just to make it perfect. And then I went through and actually erased. So it's not exactly the tracing anymore. And I didn't do the head the same. I did the head completely by myself. But anyways, yeah, so did that.
You should do gesture drawings.
You've said that before, and I don't know what that is again. You've said it, and you've talked about that.
It's they have videos on YouTube, and there's a model there, a picture of the model. It'll be up for 30 seconds or a minute or whatever, and you have that time frame to draw the pose, and then it switches really fast. So it's a super good warm up, and you learn so much in just one session because it increases in time. The last one that they put up will be 10 or 15 minutes, and sometimes it's super hard and everything you make seems like it's really bad, but you still are oh, so this is how a foot looks at this angle, or you learn a lot about what a body looks like in different poses. So yeah, you should try that. It's super helpful. It's so helpful.
That is good to know because
Yeah.
it's a struggle.
On YouTube, and there's like sessions there. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like half-hour ones, and sometimes there's like giant like 2-hour ones and stuff. So
cool. And then I'm allowed to share this now. This is not from my last Artcheck. This is from a while ago when I said I have a commission, but they asked me not to show it yet. So this is the other one.
Cute.
That I did. So the one that I just showed and this one were for the same customer. So she was happy. She came back and got another one.
Yay.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I need to work on my illustration, but we'll talk about that. Can you see?
Yeah.
So here's my resume. I think it's really pretty.
I like it. The sidebar. It's like light blue, grayish. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to think of like a way to like incorporate all of this, like my skills, like my hard skills. A lot of people said, don't do the little circle, don't do the little bar thing, because like, what are you really comparing it to? And so it's like, I know how to work all these, so I'm just going to kind of, not a lot of people know this, but if you do, it's good. So like this one is Google Analytics, I think, or this one is Google Analytics, and one of them is Data Studio.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, and obviously this is here, but I took it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I started my fiance's too. So you can see the vast difference in jobs.
Yeah.
So yeah, he really liked this one. So I'm trying to make it not exactly the same. Like I'm trying to do like a bit different, because I'm not going to put a picture. But he really liked it, and so yeah, those were pretty tricky. Definitely something that I've never done before, but I had fun with it. So, and it got me a job.
Nice. So, talk about that.
I am a marketing coordinator for OmniFund Incorporated.
Cool.
So yeah, they want 2 people to head start the marketing around here. And yeah, I did a phone interview, and he just hired me from the phone. He was like, I've literally never hired anybody from a phone interview. But I saw your resume. You talk about a bunch of stuff. You definitely know what you're talking about. So, if you want the job, show up on January 4th. And so, yeah, it's super cool. So yeah, I'm gonna work
remote.
There is a Rexburg office. It's gonna be a mix.
Okay.
So I'm moving. That'll be a challenge, but I'm moving into an apartment with an office, and so I'll be able to work from home. But it's marketing, which is great, and it'll be social media content creation. So like I'm gonna get to write blogs, create the visuals for the blogs, and then repurpose the blogs into social media content.
Nice.
And it is the Rexburg office, but it actually is going to be used for like the main stuff. So I'm going to be working with like the owner of the company a lot. So I'll be on a conference call with them on Monday. Anyways, it's super cool. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this actually. I assume that since they didn't say I couldn't, I can.
Didn't sign anything.
Yeah, I did not. So anyways, yeah, it's super exciting. But yeah, it got me a real job.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I just was like on Indeed. I was like, I'm not doing jobs this semester. And then I was on Indeed and it like showed up and I was like, I have to. I was like, it's paid. I have to go for it. And yeah.
That's awesome.
It's super cool. Super, super cool. Yeah, so I had to go buy like big kid job clothes. And,
yay!
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know who the other one is. I don't know if they're still hiring another one. I don't really know. I assume that they are, but I haven't heard anything about that. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm not gonna be a salesperson, but I'm gonna sometimes go into the office. Yep, I'm gonna listen to them make sales and all that stuff. It's a really cool company. We're not selling to people, we're selling to businesses.
Okay.
So that's pretty nice. But yeah, the premise of the company is basically, instead of having to wait to pay your bill, we team up with the companies and send you a link to pay your bill immediately. So like if you don't have to wait like 40 days or whatever to wait for your hospital bill to show up and they get slammed right there, we team up to where you can pay it right as it happens. So from my understanding, like we just team up with like doctors and doctors' offices and vets and like veterinarians and all that stuff. So yeah, it seems pretty cool. It's definitely new. I definitely am gonna have a lot of questions. But yeah, it sounds great, and it sounds like they're gonna let me use Adobe, which I want. So
yeah, I mean most places do.
Yeah,
I feel like my place of work was really weird because they're like 100 years old. Like they literally started 100 years ago. So they are kind of traditional. That's a really soft word for they're old.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it's an amazing job opportunity. It's going to be an internship as well. And yeah, they're super excited to have me. I don't know how much I'm going to be making. I find that out on Monday, but I know it's no less than $9 an hour. So
nice.
Yeah. So I don't even have my bachelor's degree. So for $9 an hour of marketing coordinator experience, you can't really beat it.
Yeah.
Especially in our town. So
is it like, are they hiring interns or are they letting you use it as an internship?
So they advertised it as an internship.
Okay.
But I asked them, I said, hey, is this just like I get to work here for 3 months and then I'm out? Or what? And he was like, if you want to stay. He's like, you are more than welcome to stay, continue working for us. I was like, cool, because I don't want it to be an internship next semester. I want to do my internship over the summer when I don't have any other classes. And so, yeah, so they're basically hiring me to be a marketing coordinator, one of the two. And then it'll go from there. It'll be an internship, and then I'll work there for a while. And it sounds like there's opportunities for raises to $11 an hour. So,
oh, really?
Nice. Yeah, on the application it said 9 to 11 an hour. So I hope I'm making 10. That's like my goal is to make 10 because I know I'm beginner level, but sorry, I just saw Ronnie's comment. Hi, Ronnie.
Hi.
We have Ronnie's link in the bio in the description. Go check out his things.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm hoping that it's a good fit because I mean the guy seems super nice and he definitely knows what he's talking about, and yeah.
Nice.
It's cool to be like a marketing coordinator.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like a little marketer, you know, like it's not like I'm just on the marketing team. It's like marketing coordinator. So that's gonna look super impressive on resumes.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah. That's what's happened since the last Artcheck, I guess. So
congratulations in honor of the office, which is going away next year. I will quote Dwight Schrute. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's exciting. I know I was too excited. I texted you both. I texted you.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind because I was like, oh, okay, cool, like it's a job interview, whatever. And then he hired me over the phone and I was like shaking. Like I kept my composure. I kept my composure through the phone call. And the phone call, like he hung up and I just like dropped to the floor and was like, oh, what just happened? What? Like I was like, so I don't know. I hear a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah, I hear a lot from people that like I have a pretty decent like resume and portfolio and, you know, and all this stuff. And I mean, he was like super impressed because he messaged me on Indeed and said, hey, can you swing by the office? I didn't have a location. I didn't know where the office was. And the only way that I had to get in touch with him was through Indeed. He didn't respond. I called the company's customer service. he sent me his initials too, so I didn't even have his name. I had his initials. I was like, listen, I'm supposed to go in. Here's all this stuff. And customer service was like, okay. And so so the whole team like helped me like track it down. They gave me his phone number, and so I called him. I was like, hey, this is Kayla. Like, I had to go around to get your number, but I got it. They gave it to me. I went to the office. It was closed. And he was like, honestly, the fact that you did that just makes me want to hire you. And I was like, yeah. Yes.
It's awesome.
Anyways, sorry, I'm like not trying to brag. Thanks. I'm just really excited.
You're allowed to brag.
Okay, I'm just really excited.
You're allowed to celebrate your accomplishments.
Okay, thanks. But yeah, so it's super cool. I'm so psyched. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
It's so cool.
Anyways, challenges. What's been cracking? Your challenge. One of your challenges was kind of fun. You just did a week of nothing.
Yeah, it's exactly was that. It was just that I had time off and I didn't want to use it all just drawing the whole time. Like I worked on stuff, but not like a crazy amount. And yeah. I spent I took the whole week off during Christmas, like that week. And Tim and I basically just had a really, really long weekend, basically. Like, that's how it was. Like, went to Idaho Falls a couple of times, and, like, my little sister really wanted me to try this holiday drink at Starbucks, so I went to Idaho Falls. Like, there was just extra time to do stuff, and I
What drink was it?
Well, it was the chestnut praline. Praline. And I had it as a frap with like the cream base, and she was like, it's like the best drink, the best holiday drink. And so she's like, you have to go. There's like isn't one in Rexburg. And so I like went to the one at the mall because we needed to get Tim a new phone. And it was like right there. Then that Starbucks didn't have it. It was the only thing that they didn't have. I was like, guess what they don't have? And so I got an eggnog one instead. And she was like, you should have just lied to me and told me it was delicious. I would have been so much happier that thinking you tried it, even if it wasn't true. And then it's really funny because like a couple days later, I don't remember why, but we went back to Idaho Falls and I tried it at a different location.
Gotcha.
It was good.
Was it good?
Sweet and nutty. Delicious. I could see how it could be really good in coffee. It's nice. So yeah, had that. I got like a comic book. I'm trying to get into them. So I was reading that and just having some free time to do whatever I wanted. I just felt like doing whatever I wanted. And so I did that. We watched a lot of movies and hung out and cooked food. And it was great. So, yeah. Challenges, just, general holiday goodness, which I'm not complaining about. I do wish that I had kicked it up a bit in terms of output because I kind of like I mentioned, I still need to do a lot. Yeah. So it'll be okay though. It's coming back to me. Before it was just like super slow and I didn't know what to do with myself or what to draw. It's coming back. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
For me, just have some moving again. It's a constant theme in my life.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's like in Rexburg. It's just like you hop.
I won't be moving for a year after this.
Yeah. Are you like in a contract now?
Yep.
Yeah. Which is fine because like a year is a good time to stay at a place. If you don't like it, then like it was just a year there, But.
Yeah. So I move. So I get kicked out of my place on Saturday, and then but I still have to pay the contract there.
Wow.
It's a fun time.
Okay. What?
They are breaking the Fair Housing Act.
So they are kicking you out.
No. They're breaking the Fair Housing Act. I'm trying to tell them that they're breaking the law, and they won't let me out of my contract. However, my mental health has been affected by me living there. I tried to get an ESA. They asked discriminatory questions and forced me to disclose my disabilities and explain my disabilities and justify an ESA to them. They can't do that.
Yeah.
At all. Extremely illegal. And so I had to fill out this piece of paper, and then they declined my ESA.
I thought that as long as you had like a doctor's note, they couldn't do that.
Yep. They said that my doctor's note is not good enough. And so Is
it a regular doctor that you see?
It's a doctor that I've seen for a year. He has every right to write the note, every single right, but they basically said that it doesn't talk enough about my disability, so it has to be rewritten. It's a whole thing. It's super illegal. So I'm moving. I'm trying to get them to terminate my contract, and they won't do it. I could sue the complex at this point.
Why don't you just pay like an hour of a lawyer's time and be like, can you write them a letter? Just a threatening letter. And ask
I might.
Yeah. Can you just tell them that they're breaking these laws and then, just let me out of the contract?
I might just pay an hour of a lawyer's time, honestly. But yeah, so they're breaking the Fair Housing Act. It's illegal. They're also kind of breaking the American Disabilities Act, the ADA.
The school should have like a really big thing. Because I know that like I lived in an apartment complex where my roommate couldn't pay rent. She was just like so poor and she couldn't pay rent. And they were like, we're going to kick you out and you have the weekend to get out. And then she was freaking out. And then the school contacted her, was like, they can't do that. They have to give you enough time in advance to make arrangements. Because it's like illegal to be homeless in Rexburg. Also on top of that, you'll like die because it's so cold. So yeah. Yeah, you should try to see if you can talk to the school, because they can like step in and be like, no, you agreed to follow certain guidelines when you said you would house students for us, so.
Yeah, so I'm kind of in like this battle with my apartment complex, but I'm trying to be the good guy. I'm trying to be the nice one. Yeah. And it's just not working out. So I need to start being the mean person. And I literally have a whole thing written out about how they're breaking the laws. And I think I'm going to send it. And if they decide not to terminate my contract, then I will go to the university and report them. And I'm going to get out of my contract. I don't care if it takes a lawyer. I'm getting out of this contract. Because otherwise I'm going to owe like $3,000 at a place I'm not living at.
Ooh. Oh. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm trying to sell it. I'm just doing anything right now. I'm just trying to be done there. But yeah, so that's taking up a lot of my time because it's forcing me to move. I'm having to hang out with my dog at my fiance's place. It's our dog. The point of it is that we both have separate ESA letters we have before we met. And I need an ESA. He needs an ESA. But us having two dogs is too much. So the point is that it's a shared ESA. Anyways, which is completely legal. But yeah, it's a whole mess. So that's my challenge.
Fun.
Yeah.
Real fun.
Yeah. So I move on Saturday, because if I don't move on Saturday, then they can't do my checkout. And then I have to do clean checks every week, and I'm held accountable for living there. Although I don't live there.
They can't fine you for not meeting the clean checks though, right?
Yeah, I get charged $13 for everyone I don't turn in, and they happen every week.
You have to turn them in. See, mine, somebody would just come by and be like, "It's clean enough," and then leave.
I would lose $182.
What? That's so weird. That's like not how any of the places that I lived in ran, where they were like, oh, well, we're gonna fine you if it's not clean enough.
$13 if I don't turn anything in. So I have to be out by Saturday.
Mhm.
And then I can't move into my new place until a week from now. So I'm moving back out to Rigby to sleep on my friend's couch. All of my stuff is going to be in their shed, and I'm going to be living out of a suitcase. And on the first day of school, I am moving into my new place.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Technically the second day of school, but for me, I only have classes Tuesday, Thursdays.
This is so obnoxious. Man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So if anybody knows a lawyer that can write a note to my complex basically saying, you need to let her out, you've broken these laws, hit me up, please. I'll pay.
Yeah.
I'll pay money.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be better than $3,000.
Yeah. Talk to the school because, like, they can probably do something right away. You know?
Yeah, the school's just closed right now. But the
Oh,
school
it's
reopens on Monday.
It's closed?
It's holidays.
Oh. Okay. I was like, what? Like, yeah. I was like, is this because there's a pandemic? Nobody's here anyways. And they're like, oh, let's just lock the doors and not show up.
Yeah.
But, cool.
Nope. So yeah, my apartment's doing illegal stuff, and I think I'm gonna get the school involved and just be like, listen, release me from this contract, please. I have a place to live. I've already signed a lease there. I can show you the lease.
Yeah.
They're doing illegal stuff. It's not good for my mental health. Force them to release me, please.
Yeah.
Because if the school steps in, I think they have to.
Yeah. Yeah. They have to do something. Something will get clarified or changed or something.
Yeah. And the apartment complex is like, we're trying to work with you. You just need to also be willing to work with us. And I'm like, no, this isn't how an ESA works.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So Windsor Manor sucks. Don't live there ever. Screw them. It's too expensive and it absolutely sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Tell all your friends.
It is expensive.
It is not worth
it is
money.
Unnecessary. Yeah.
And
I live like down the street from them.
They check the security cameras. They took my couch away for 2 days because they needed to do couch maintenance. So I didn't have a couch.
Yeah, that stuff is weird. That doesn't happen all the time. Go live at a mid-range apartment, like pricing for the apartments. You don't need to go to live to a super fancy place, and you shouldn't go live in a super cheap place because all the weirdos live there and everything's falling apart. Somewhere in the middle, it's great. That's my advice for living in Rexburg as like a student. Mid-range. Go for that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, we would talk about next Artcheck, but I think we're just going to kind of hop into our topic because our topic is just what we want to work on. Like where we've come from in the year 2020 and where we're going in 2021.
Yeah.
Is that fair to cut out next Artcheck?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to start or do you want me to? I'm pulled up.
You have stuff pulled up?
I do.
What? I don't have anything pulled up. What do you have?
I'm going to show it.
Okay.
So
I want to see.
I have. Where is it? There it is. I have my Instagram pulled up. I just have to like scroll through. So, where I started this year was holy cow. I just came off of a big animation project the year before. Which was my animated brain. I tried to
put it on the screen. I want to see.
Oh, the brain?
Yeah, just everything.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I can see it in your glasses and it's taunting me, so.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm wearing blue light glasses. Sorry to all the audience.
I
It's
have
driving
like
me
the same
nuts.
blue light glasses. I just wear them over my glasses, though. It's really bad. Wear two glasses at the same time.
1 second. I have so many videos because of Artcheck, so I gotta scroll all the way down. There it is. Program brain. I don't know if the audio's gonna let me. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear the audio, but
you can just put it on like the Instagram feed. Or yeah.
So, I came off of this project in July. And
this year?
Last year.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's insane.
No. So, I can hear the music in my ears and it's really weird. Anyways, so it just loops. But so I came off of that in July of 2019, and then I tried to do 24 days of something, and that was a failure. Okay, I shouldn't say failure, and I know that because it was actually a pretty decent output for how burnt out I was.
Just say you abandoned it. That's okay.
Oh no, I did all 24 days, but I shouldn't have.
Just say you hated it then.
I hated it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hated it. Pulling it up. It's like the last thing I did on my Instagram page. Ugh. I hate it. It's so bad. And you're going to see it and you're going to be like, wow, that's not even that bad. But to me, it is a disgrace. So.
Damn, it's not that bad.
This is bad. This one's bad. That one is bad.
That one's bad, but it's not like horrific. Yeah, these aren't that bad.
I know. I hate them though. So anyways, I really like my Jekyll and Hyde one, but it's just not on the Facebook page that I'm on. And Kerr really likes that one too. There were a few gems. Anyway, so I tried to do the sticker stint and I went through and I just basically was in this year of overproductivity. 2020 hit. And the biggest project that I had at the beginning of the year was making this fun little graphic, a Disney graphic. So I want to say, yeah, I made that one in the beginning of the year. It took me like 2 months, I think. That was my main graphic that I had going on, just kind of in the background. I was making it for work. And so that's kind of where I started the year. I did not do any animations this year because I was just so burned out. And then I kind of switched my focus from these graphics so you can just see the evolution of it. It's my workspace. But yeah, so you can just kind of see the evolution of that. And I switched to some photography and Photoshop. So
I like those pictures. I really like that one. That one's one of my favorites, I think.
Thank you. Yeah.
That one's so good.
Thanks. Yeah, so I kind of switched my focus from graphics. So that's why I started off. So I went from animation to stickers and graphics. So 2020, I was still kind of on my graphics thing. And then I just switched gears and I did photography. And so I had to do a product photography challenge. Sorry, you told me to share everything. So now I'm like,
yeah, I want to see it all.
So I did this in May. So you can see I'm just kind of learning. I think this was Photoshop, I think. So this was a top-down shot. This was my first time I did top-down. This was me learning motion blur. So you can see my little rigged thing. And then I had to do the theme of Together. And my mom has a lot of salt and pepper shakers. She collects them. So I'm actually a lot more proud of these than I was at the time. But yeah, so I did that. And then I just kind of kept on switching around and doing photography. I got into a photography class. So compare where those were to where is it? This photo. And I think you can see a change.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked up photography. I took a photography class. And I learned a bit in the class. I didn't learn much. It was more so practice for me.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think you're good.
Thank you. Yeah, no, my thing is I grew a lot. And so I kind of dropped making graphics and just completely focused on photography. And then I switched again to illustration.
Yeah.
And so,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I switched to illustration. And I don't know if I posted my first ever illustration. I deleted it off of my thing, not on purpose. I genuinely didn't mean to delete
Is
it
it
off
the
of my
Criminal
iPad.
Minds thing?
So I do have the Criminal Minds ones, actually. I do. I don't have the first one that I ever tried. I did delete that one, but so the Criminal Minds thing kind of was in liaison between like focusing on photography, a little bit of illustration, photography, and then back to illustration. So I started to make these Criminal Minds stickers. Oh, jeez Louise. I just need to do what you do and flip it all to my. Anyway, so this one was the first one that I did without tracing.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's up, baby girl?
Yeah, so I went from that to this is my most recent one. This. So
Nice.
I can see a change.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I did I did this Spider-Man one. This is the most recent 2021. And I even started to do puppers. Yeah, so I even started to do some animal. But yeah, it's been a year. It is definitely been interesting for me. I started to do resumes too. I've just this year has been like exploring because I feel like I kind of put myself in this box, but other people also unintentionally put me in this box. And it's not necessarily like it's others, it's like friends that I have and stuff. Of this box of like, oh, she can animate, make this move, do this. And I don't want to be an animator. I like animating. I can do it. I can make fun content with it, but like that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so it's been a lot of like trying to not rely on my animation skills, but actually finding stuff that I like to do.
Yeah.
So that's been my 2020. That's my development. That's why I pulled stuff up because I wanted to show like here's where I started in 2019. And then I've gone through like phases of art. I did my animation phase, did my stickers, I did my my photography, I went to illustration, and now I'm back to and then I did photography again, and now I'm back to illustration. And so yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited for the next step, which is going to be social media content.
Yeah. You make a lot of that now.
Yeah, so not even just for work, but just in general. It's going to get to combine a lot of my skills.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that opportunity because creating content does include photography. It can include illustration. It does include graphics. It can like animation, all of that stuff. And I'm combining it into one. And so, yeah, it's definitely been interesting. Like, it was weird. Also, I started off this year. You were in an Artcheck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started Artcheck in 2019 with Caitlin. And I want to say like in the beginning-ish of 2020, you guys kind of flipped.
Yeah.
Winter semester.
I feel like we talked about goals or the upcoming year or like something at the beginning. So it was like definitely like early 2020 or late 2019. I don't know.
I'll look. I'll check as we talk. But anyways, yeah, so you hopped in the Artcheck, and you and I have been going pretty strong.
Yeah, we've been pretty bad the past like 2 months.
Yeah, but also it was semester and vacation and end of year and COVID and election and I'm moving again.
So stressful. Oh. What?
I bought a desktop.
What? Wow. What kind? What?
It's a PC.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna have a 4 terabyte hard drive. and I don't know all of like the specs. My fiance does. He chose it for me.
Are you guys gonna like customize it at all?
It's actually been pre-customized. Somebody was selling it on Facebook Marketplace.
So it's customizable, basically.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But we don't really need to build off of it very much. And it has like SD card ports, USB ports, a million things.
The great thing now is if it's like, oh no, it's getting bogged down, like you just like adjust something, buy a new part, boom. Yeah.
Yep. So I bought a desktop, which is also going to run my VR stuff. I forgot about that. I did get into VR for a while.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so happy for you. One day I'll have a desktop set up and I'll feel so cool.
Yeah, I'm excited that we got it because then my new boss was like, yeah, you can work from home if you want. And I was like, okay, cool. Glad I got a desktop because my laptop would be dead.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome.
Yes. So and it'll make Artcheck a lot easier. I'm gonna have to buy a camera, but I'm gonna buy a camera that is not crappy. Like this MacBook camera.
Yeah.
Because it's the grainiest camera I have ever used.
I think you can just buy like a dedicated webcam thing and they're not bad.
Nope.
They're not bad. Yeah.
Nope. Anyways, sorry. That was a total tangent. I am absolutely done with my 2020 recap. You joined Artcheck and you saved Artcheck from dying, which I appreciate. Because Caitlin was done. And I was like, because and I respect her decision to leave. Because but yeah, I was like, hey, so Caitlin's done. How do you feel about switching to twice a week? And then a few months later, we brought on Kylie, who is still in Artcheck. Again, we always say this. She just had surgery and is recovering. Yeah. So
she's had a year. I don't even know how crazy her year has been, but pretty much the entire time that she's been like, I can't be on Artcheck is because she couldn't be on Artcheck.
Yeah, it's not like she doesn't want to be. She literally
so she's not like me where she's like afraid of commitment. She just couldn't show up. Like she couldn't. So, oh my goodness. But yeah, I can share. I want to scroll all the way down to my Instagram and then I'm going to put it on because it kind of really, I went back and like, I still don't believe that some of this stuff happened this year. I'm still scrolling. There's so much more.
It feels like I was into VR, like got into VR in like 2019.
Yeah. So
which was my first experience with it, but I didn't actually. The Stranger Things room that I made like 3 months ago feels like a year ago. So
yeah. So the thing that threw me off was I forgot that I spent the first several months of the year building up a what is it called? What is it called? What?
A social media following?
Yeah, no, like post
a brand?
No, post to post later.
Oh, like a content calendar.
Like no, like a little bucket of posts that I can just schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
I don't know
there's a word for that. Backlog. Backlog. And so the first stuff, let me do a Chrome tab. I do this, share. So like this stuff was like March or something. March.
I remember that.
Yeah, so this didn't I don't have any stuff from January. This is from Halloween the year before. And so it starts here with all of these Greek goddesses, which is funny because I really feel like things have changed in art style like a lot since then. Some of these are reposts. Like I'd made this a year before. But
well, if you look at your elementals compared to even that
Artemis, exactly. They're so different. You can see kind of an influence here with this one. I loved how flat it was and like a little bit textured and stuff. And it's still not nearly as good as the elementals, but it had that situation going on. There's some ones that I still really like. Like I love this one like a lot.
Wow, how long ago was that?
That was Mermaid. That was May. But I made it ahead of time. So
I remember it.
Like I still really like the mermaids were really good.
Yes.
These I made earlier on and they were spread out. So they're kind of, that's a frustrating thing about a backlog is that like this stuff is like, you're stuck in, like, if you've moved out of a style, you're still stuck with it publicly for like a few months. But yeah, like a lot happened. I also started pushing the store like a lot more, which has been fruitful. It's been really exciting. Let's see. I loved Azula, was so gorgeous. I love her so much. Look at that ferociousness. Oh, and then I did Clue.
Wow, yeah.
Which is so funny because I really think I was like so challenged by this at the time. And I'm already at this point where I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks so old to me.
Oh, I love it. That's one of my favorite projects that you've done.
Thank you. I feel very done and moved on. So thank you. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I could make way better work now if I were to do it again, but I don't want to do it again. Yeah, I did that. We started putting up wallpapers for the first time. That was cool. Got onto a fairy kick. Still kind of on it. The elementals are here now. Okay, see now. Look at the difference here. Is there a close up? Yeah. So much better than like the stuff from earlier in the year.
I think it's a style switch.
Yeah, it got flatter. Also, though, honestly, like the faces got better.
It became monochromatic is the word, correct?
I really like monochromatic and like analogous color schemes for sure. But like the not the color schemes, the whatchamacallit, the poses got a lot more natural, I would say. And they got a lot easier to make. Yeah.
What's that? The one next to the water elemental. Go back down.
This was from a screen capture from Lord of the Rings. Oh wait, no.
Okay. Okay.
I do that every now and then, but I haven't some of them I haven't finished. I've been doing those a lot. Like I did quite a few, but I didn't finish them. I kind of just got what I wanted out of them and then stopped working on them. Kind of Halloween
that one.
Which one?
The crown.
Oh, this one. I love doing these. This is a draw this in your style. So that's the original one. But I love doing these because I always it makes me do something I wouldn't have done. So like I really like doing the crown. The color scheme's really cool. Yeah. The earrings are really cool. Yeah, that one was fun. And this one was cool. I like the colors. I started liking green a lot more this year. Yeah, and I made some nice stickers. It's been a long time since I made some stickers that I was kind of excited about. There's the gesture drawings. This is my first session.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Wow, it's just throwing me back. Was that how it felt like whenever I was showing stuff?
Yeah, I was like, was that really? Okay, sure, that was this year. Like that's how I felt looking in the beginning. I was like, you're telling me that I made that this year. That was so long ago. Like now that I think about this, I thought of this idea while I was on a walk because I was taking a lot of walks at the beginning of quarantine, but still hardcore throwing me off. Like because some of this stuff I was still back in TAing at the beginning of the year, I think. And so
you were.
Yeah, like I can't believe that.
You did your job switch.
Yeah. I can't believe that I was TAing this year.
Well, because this year is when we started off and I TA'd 462 and you and Kylie would come sit in with me.
Yeah.
And we would critique everybody. So I think you had just stopped TAing.
Yeah.
That semester.
I was definitely making stuff, like making this backlog of stuff while I was still TAing. Like I remember working on this stuff at school.
I remember you making the Nike.
Yeah, I remember
you making.
It's so funny. I remember making Nike at Starbucks. I remember making Nemesis in the classroom. I definitely remember showing Corey the Athena one. Yeah.
Your D&D character.
Yeah. Widow Anna. Cute widow girl. Cute little Anna.
Dude, now that I have money, one of your 2021 projects, once I start getting paid, will be my D&D character. I haven't forgotten, and I'm not backing out on you about it. I promise.
My little sister's trying to FaceTime me. Sorry.
Okay. No, I haven't forgotten. I promise. I just haven't had the money.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Also, I haven't posted them a lot. I still need to post the other commission I did, but I got a lot more commissions this year, which is so cool. Let's see.
Yeah, commissions are cool. I will say I never understood you and Kylie doing commissions. I didn't and like it's not like I was like, oh, what are you doing? It was I just didn't understand it. I was like, okay, like that's cool. I don't think that's for me. And I mean, just doing Artcheck with you guys obviously has influenced me a lot because I'm now doing illustration.
Yeah.
And like you let me buy the iPad for super cheap so I could get an illustration and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And like it's just such a game changer doing commissions.
Yeah, it's nice.
Because when you don't get them, it kind of hurts. But like once you get one, it just feels great.
It's good, and like it gets kind of easy to get the ball rolling, at least with the system I have set up where when I get paid for a commission, I can just run another ad again with like half of the money that I made on it, you know. I also ran my first sale, which is so like I got a lot more like action at the store this year, which is so cool. And I'm definitely going to keep rolling with that. That felt good, really good to like have more things happen with the store because that's something that I want to keep having happen. So yeah. That's kind of the work I made this year.
Yeah. That's nuts. Because you were saying stuff when I was showing, and I was like, yeah, I guess it does feel like a while ago. And then the mermaid one.
You're like, oh my gosh.
That threw me back. I was like, I remember that. Because I remember because it was super monochromatic. I was like, I can't see this. It's like, it's all green.
To be fair, it's all green.
It is, but it's now enough green. But yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's nuts. So where do you want to take it in 2021? Because I said I want to get into the content creation. So where do you want to take it? I
want to get better at stuff. I want to learn more things in 2021. Not necessarily accomplish more things as long as it's accomplishing learning new challenges or whatever. I want to get better at facial expressions. Kind of have a comfort zone with facial expressions, and I would like to expand it. It's a lot of girls smiling. I would like to get into more expressive faces. Can I just say, I'm not scared of drawing men anymore.
Oh, yay! I remember you. I don't know if you told me that on Artcheck.
I did. That's why I did too. Was because I was like, there's half of them are guys. I have to do this. I'm not scared of drawing men anymore.
That's awesome.
Don't think I have a huge repertoire of poses that I would like to use for men, but I'm not scared of them. But I would like to have it like written down of things that I want to kind of accomplish this year with.
Here, you want to see something crazy while you pull that up?
Yeah.
You ready for this? Here is your first art check. Oh my gosh, do you see that D&D drawing?
Yeah.
That was okay, everybody. That was literally my first shot at illustration ever.
It's really not bad, to be honest. Like,
thanks.
Yeah.
Anyways, so here it starts 1 year ago. So we were at round 31, and now we are at round 87. And you hopped in at 43. It looks like, because this was still
ago. So it wasn't full on 2019, like into 2019 when I jumped in. It was the beginning of 2020.
Yeah, because you jumped in when my hair
got bad. It must have been then.
You hopped in when my hair was super short. And that was January. I cut it all off in January. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you this because I pulled it up. Oh, I forgot that we had Rognan on. Yeah. We've had Kerr on a few times. The one with Rognan.
Oh my god, that pink hair! Look at how long my hair got during quarantine when I didn't go cut it.
Look at my hair. Let's look at that. This slow growth of there it is, short again.
Oh my gosh! Look at how long it got. It got like this long, like this long.
Anyways, if you
medium length hair,
guys, if you ever just want to see something just crazy, oh my gosh, I remember this one. I couldn't be there. I'm glad that you guys did one, just the two of you.
That's so crazy.
Anyway, sorry, I just got curious. Yeah, show me what you want to do.
So things I want to learn are I want to get better at drawing things in perspective or just more comfortable with it and do it more. Mm-hmm. Landscapes and environments, and then facial expressions. Those are things I want to get better at. Just more versatile and like not challenged by like things that I think like I want to get to a level of like, you know, like I picture that art students in art school have to like kind of have a base level of like being able to draw like a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. I would like to have that happen on the stuff that I don't really draw that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
One like side goal. There's two side goals. One is humorous for you specifically. I'm doing one thing for you.
What?
I'm growing my hair out in 2021. Mainly for you. Because you ask me to so often.
I'm curious.
I know. You have asked me more than anybody else in my life to grow my hair back out. And so, Emily, for you, wow. I am growing it back out.
I feel so honored. Wow.
We did cut the side
because
it needs. Thank you. The top needs to be able to catch up to the sides.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, Emily, for you, I'm doing that.
Thank you.
Specifically for you. That was the more humorous one. That's just a side goal in 2021. I am not allowed to cut my hair again until I get married. And that is April.
Wow.
So that is 4 months.
But you got to think about wedding due. I'll let you do whatever you want for a good wedding due.
Yeah. It'll get cleaned up. Mm-hmm. But I'm not chopping it back off. So it will not be chopped ever again, probably.
You should, short hair wedding do. You should have like the little pearl pins or like little flower pins coming
I'm getting the little flower crown thingy.
I had a flower crown.
So I'm going to do a flower crown thing. But anyways, so there's that. And then the serious one is I am excited to move into an apartment with an office because it means that Artcheck is going to be a lot more set for me.
Nice.
Because a lot of the times that it's been canceled, it has been me. And it hasn't even been, I don't want to do this. It's, I don't have a place. My apartment's like all having a party out in the living room. I can't go home right now or like any of those things.
Yeah.
And so having an office, and I'm going to create my schedule
You're gonna have a
January
stable
4th.
schedule, like
I
not
am.
a student schedule, but like a stable schedule.
Yeah, and so I actually have classes on Tuesday, Thursdays, so I won't be working on Tuesday, Thursdays.
Perfect.
And my fiance will be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I literally am going to have an office, a desktop, and like student housing sucks because you don't have an office space.
Yeah.
You have the end of your bed where a desk is.
Yeah.
And then you
It's
share
like a dorm, but there's more of it all in one space.
Mhm.
Like 6 people's dorms in one apartment, basically.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
a kitchen. Yeah.
Pretty much. And it's a smaller dorm too because it's just a bedroom.
Yeah.
And so anyways, I'm excited for that because it means that I can be as serious as I was about Artcheck when I started.
Mm-hmm.
I can redo that.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that for 2021 because our next Artcheck will be January 5th. So I will be here again. And then January 7th, I move into my place. So that Artcheck will be the first Artcheck from my apartment with my own desk, all of that.
So
So
cool.
that is a 2021 goal for me is to get back to being as serious as it was about Artcheck because I would watch Kerr's and Josh's. So I would watch Corey and Josh's all the time. I would like make sure that I was on here every single Monday, Wednesday. And yeah, I'm ready to get serious about Artcheck again.
Nice.
Yeah. Cause I feel like yeah, I know. Cause you're like serious about Artcheck and it's just like one of those things that's like fallen for me.
I think I just am like a person who always has time for it.
Yeah. Well, your job is good for it.
I get home at like 7 at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like because of traffic. you know, like the building closes at 6. So yeah, it's mostly that I'm just available for it, to be honest.
Yeah. Which is nice because I actually will be available for it. And that's one thing that I'm excited for.
Yay.
So needless to say, everybody, because I'm moving to an office space, you can expect a lot more of us. We're going to hit our 100th episode.
Yeah.
In like 10 weeks, we will hit our 100th episode. Because that's nuts. If we do twice a week, which we will be, because
we'll be back.
We will
the
be back.
The holiday season is ending January and February. There's literally nothing to do, so it'll be fine.
Yes. And for that, we have to talk to Corey, but we hope he'll join. Because and then we have Kylie. Mm-hmm. And this is the one episode where Kayla gets to talk about Marvel.
That'll be fun.
I just talked about me in the third person. I didn't like that, but yeah, I can talk about Marvel. This is the one that everybody has been so eagerly waiting for.
Especially you.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, so I get to go through and choose Marvel artwork, and there has to be at least one woman. It doesn't have to be Captain Marvel. I don't like Captain Marvel, but there has to be one female superhero on behalf of Emily. And I have to go through.
I just need some eye candy, okay?
I have to go through and find different styles of art of Marvel superheroes, and we're basically going to talk about the different styles, and I get to talk a little bit about the superhero, but it's mainly going to be about art. So that'll be coming up in 2021.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
That'll be cute. That'll be fun.
Yep. So, anyways, with that being said, do you want to do the last sign off of 2020?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. If you want to follow Kayla on the soch, the comeback /down
underscore
KLD. It looks like kid in Instagram, but it's KLD. If you want to follow me on the soch, Gumminelli, Gumminelli.com, Gumminelli on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Kayla is on Instagram and Twitter and has a website, which is what?
KL Dugid.
KL
It's
Duguid.
gonna be changing. It's gonna become
So
KL
don't
Day
worry.
Visuals. It's gonna be Day Visuals. Because right now it's KL Dugid. It's linked below.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah. And then Crimson Owl Comics, you gotta look at it's a calendar, and it's got creepy scary stuff that's holiday themed, featuring Krampus holding the head of Santa Claus. Is that right?
Yeah, and then he just said, keep a lookout for New Year Evil Baby.
Also sounds really exciting. That sounds up my alley. So yeah. Oh, like this video, dislike this video. You can pick whichever one you want as long as you hit one of those buttons.
Hit that notification bell because that's what makes you notified.
Yeah, you can hit the like and the dislike as long as you also hit the bell. It won't save which one you click, whichever one you click last out of the, thumbs up or thumbs down is going to pick, but you can click both of them if you want to. But also click the bell because we post on social media when we're going to go live that night and give everybody a heads up. But, if you miss it or are busy, whatever, you'll get a notification that way to join us in the chat. We have a chat. We like to talk to people, so you should join it sometime.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.
That's the end of my outro. Bye.
I love it.